playing some Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix again recently, and I finally beat the last super boss that I needed in order to beat all the super bosses in the fantastic Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. And I did it all in critical mode too. God, I got this collection over 5 years ago when I was in high school, and it took me until now to finally beat the best content in the game. But you know what? The boss that gave me the most trouble until recently is probably one that you're not necessarily expecting. If you're more sort of like a cursory fan of Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, or you've played the game, you might be like, oh, Power Man, congratulations on beating the Lingering Will finally. He's super hard and difficult, but really fun. But I beat the Lingering Will years ago, and I have the PS3 trophy to prove it. No, the boss that was giving me so much trouble was Data Xemnas. Yeah, out of the entire repertoire of the Data Org bosses, characters like Roxas or Zexion or Axel. No, Data Xemnas of all of them. So Data Xemnas has two phases. You have his initial phase where he's just wearing the black trench coat, and then you have Final Xemnas, him wearing the white coat, and it's just a beefed up version of the final boss from Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, the first phase isn't that bad. I've been able to beat that phase pretty consistently, but it's just that, once you kind of see that everything that he does, it's just kind of boring to me. Yeah, he really doesn't have a lot of moves to mix you up with, and even when he does, mix-ups and stuff, it's all, you just gotta sit there and block. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta keep hitting square until he stops attacking. Especially because you have access to Limit Form in that fight, which has a better block, so you can just hit the square button without a care in the world. And while all the Data Organization 13 bosses have really cool reaction command moments, the whole running up the building thing with Xemnas Phase 1, it's worth it to have that fight just for that moment. So the part I actually was stuck on was Final Xemnas. So a lot of Final Xemnas, his whole thing is just throwing these weird, I don't know what you call them, spiky things at you, and you have to do this reversal reaction command. And so he can do it floating in the air and stuff straight at you, and that's no problem. But every once in a while, he'll just come out of nowhere, grab you, and just throw you up in the air. And then just have this massive web of all these things going at you. You have to keep pressing the reaction command button to avoid them. Okay, that whole encounter literally doesn't work. Okay? It doesn't matter if I mash triangle perfectly every single frame. It does not work. You will get hit, and you will die. This has been a documented, verified issue, and Square Enix didn't even bother to patch it in the PS3 version.
Of course, the throw move now having the issue of not spawning the reaction commands randomly to cause you to dodge his attacks. In PS2 KH2s, when you are in the throw move, the reaction command can be spammed to survive it completely, and speedruns throw in reflex during the RCs for major damage. However, in 2.5 versions, they just don't show up at random.
Yeah, so this was the part I was stuck on, and I didn't try for years because I just was frustrated I couldn't get past it. But because I've been trying again recently, I actually asked a friend on Discord about, is there any way to avoid this? And it actually turns out that there is. Now, since you have Riku as your party member, your only limit available is Session, and so when Final Xemnas throws you up and is getting ready to do that to you, you activate Session, and Xemnas won't be able to grab you that entire time, and it runs for so long that whole segment that you'll be able to bypass it as a result. So once I learned that, the Final Xemnas fight I found was actually pretty fun. He doesn't have the problem of Phase 1 where he didn't have a lot to mix up with. I mean, he throws lasers at you, big lightning orbs, like I said, the reversal stuff. So he's got enough going on that keeps me on my toes and really keeps me engaged. But you always gotta be on top of your game and constantly have full health because sometimes Final Xemnas will grab Sora and then you have to play as Riku and then have to walk all the way to him to free Sora. And if Sora has less than half health, you can pretty much be guaranteed that he's gonna die. and you can't heal him in any way. Despite all that, I will say Final Xemnas, you know, Kino boss fight, Kino aesthetic, really good music, just all around pretty good, I'd say. I honestly think that Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is probably one of the best action games ever made. So I'd love to talk about it some more, so please comment if you're interested in learning more of my thoughts about the game. So anyways, that's it for this video, and have a good day.